Situation arises where the stud on the solenoid either breaks off, or in this case we've cleaned it up and brought it up here up front out of a vehicle, but the end that connects to your power lead is welded itself between the two bolts, the two nuts, and if you try to get that off the stud, you're going to break that. So now the solenoid is useless, and so is the starter. What we have is a stud extender. If you'll put that on for me, Paul. You tighten that on and you fix your wire end, and then you go ahead and put your bolt with a washer in the other end of the stud extender, and you've then made a repair so that you no longer have to replace that starter just because the wire end rotted off. We suggest when you put the wire end to the cable that you put some solder in the end and then put the solder to the wire so that you're not just crimping it together, and it makes for a fabulous repair. We've also had a problem on some starters, some of the Fords especially, where the bolts go into the bell housing that hold the starter in position, and the bolts want to snap off. If that is the situation, you can go ahead and cut off the heads of those bolts. Go ahead and remove your starter, and when you put your new starter on or replace that starter back in position, you can go ahead and use tough nuts just by opening up the holes on the starter, and then the barrels will go right down to the threaded part of the bolt that's been cut off, and you'll be able to reattach the starter properly instead of maybe leaving one or two bolts out of the starter at that point. Thank you.